Hey everybody, it's Jakub from Montreal K9 Training. Today I will do an introduction to the place command. Such an important command. So many people complain to me, hey Jakub, someone rings the doorbell, maybe the mailman rings the doorbell, the dog rushes the door, starts barking, going crazy, someone's walking maybe on the sidewalk, the dog rushes the window, jumps on the sofa, starts barking like crazy. I can't have my kids playing in the living room. The dog always wants to join the party. Maybe I want to have guests over. I can't have family over for dinner. The dog keeps jumping on the guests. And the only thing that seems to work is putting the dog away in a different room. And I actually think that's the wrong philosophy. You want to be able to include your dog into your life. And the place command is such a powerful, such a beautiful household management tool. So it's basically a stay command. Well, it is a stay. So it doesn't matter if the dog is standing up, sitting down, or lying down. The important thing is that it stays on one location. You know, on its dog bed, it could be a mat or a towel, doesn't matter. But it has to stay in that space. How long? Couple of hours. No big deal. Imagine how beautiful this would be. Your kids have a birthday party, or maybe you have a big barbecue family get-together. Instead of putting your dog away, you know, in some different room, you can just tell your dog to go to its dog bed or to go to a corner and just chill out there for a couple of hours. So before I start doing the demonstration, I just want to kind of get into what tools I use and just talk a little bit more about how I'm going to do things. So when you start off, you want to do something that has an elevated surface, such as a dog bed, or this is called a pet cot or an elevated dog bed. Why would you want to do it like this? Because the boundaries are clear. It's very clear to the dog if he's on the bed or if he's off. Whereas if you start off using a towel or just a mat, these things tend to, move around, and it's very difficult for your dog to judge the boundary. What tools do I recommend for this exercise? You can actually use anything, and I will show you. So there's many tools here. You could use just a regular flat buckle collar. Everyone usually uses this. Here we have a slip lead. A lot of vets use this. The British call this a slip lead. I like to use this on puppies under 4 months old. Okay, and then you have more advanced stuff. So this you would use on a dog that's at least 3.5, 4 months old. So we have first the prong collar. It looks barbaric, but it's actually the most humane tool out there. Prong collars are not designed to harm dogs. They are not designed to harm dogs. But you want to get obviously the best one out there. It's Hermspringer. It's made in Germany. The edges are round. It's designed not to harm your dog. And it just works. Pressure on, pressure off. That's all that dog training is. Pressure on, pressure off. Good, bad, yes, no. How do I motivate you to do more of yes? How do I motivate you to do less of no? So, same thing, just pressure off. So, pressure on, pressure off. Pressure on, pressure off. Doesn't hurt. Edges are round. The pressure is coming from all directions, so it's very minimal. This is by far the best tool out there. And then of course you have the e-collar. remote collar. You know, a lot of misconceptions. People are always scared of the word e-collar or remote collar. Guys, contemporary e-collar training is totally different than, 20, 30 years ago. This isn't the 70s, 80s, 90s. The theory and the training methods are so well thought out of, so advanced. It's light years ahead of what it was, 20, 30 years ago. We're using extremely soft and gentle levels. Most humans can't even feel them. But it's the same thing. Pressure on, pressure off. Think of it as a wireless leash. So you can communicate from, 2 feet away, or you can communicate from a mile away. So these are the different tools. Of course, most people that are watching this either never heard of the e-collar, are scared to use it so they don't have one, or just most of these people are just regular pet owners, so they're just kind of not knowing how it all works, so they just have the regular equipment. So what I'm going to do right now is I will put one dog away and I will be working the other dog. One more thing, guys. If you have 2 dogs or multiple dogs, you want to work the dogs one at a time, and then you want to work them together. Each dog is on a leash. The idea that the leash is only, for outside is totally wrong. If your dog is not trained, it should be walking around the house with its leash on, except when it's unsupervised or, it's going to sleep. So I will set up my working space right now and we'll just get right into it. One more thing, guys, I forgot to mention, you can also use food. So I wouldn't recommend using treats. I would recommend using the dog's daily food. So let's say your dog eats 2 cups of kibble during the day. You would put your 2 cups of kibble in a jar and you would feed it throughout the day during training. So the only time the dog eats is during the training session. You can use treats also. You don't even need to use food, I haven't been using food until recently. I've been getting fantastic results. Why? Because nobody showed me how to use food properly. The idea is to make your dog work for its food. Nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is free. If you don't work, you won't get a paycheck. So we want the dog to work for its food. If you have a wonderful dog, you don't have any problems with your dog, that's fantastic. But a lot of people watching my videos, they're in pain. They're having troubles with their dog. They're going through multiple trainers. They're not getting results. My videos are for the average person, and I want to be able to show my work. How many dog trainers in Montreal document their work? Not many. So let's get right into it. I'm going to set everything up and I'll show you how it goes. Here. Good. So I'm going to put one dog in a down, and I'll work the other dog. Okay, so hold on. But we place this. I'll put away. We don't need it. I need this one. So this dog here, he is on a. So this dog here is on a prong collar. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. Oh yeah, and pay attention to the dog. See, see if he's happy, if he's sad. Look, the dog might look sad, right? But it's just chilling out there. You know, why would you want the dog to be full of adrenaline, full of excitement when this is a calm exercise? When dogs get adrenalized, when dogs get aroused, that's when they tend to make bad choices. This is also going to help you in teaching overall calmness. It's not the only thing you have to do, but I want you guys to get into that state of mind that a dog in a healthy, balanced state of mind is a calm dog. And these are high energy working dogs. If I would take a ball out right now, or if I would take a frisbee out, they would go crazy. They would want to play. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's go then. So what I'm going to do is this way, Benny. I'm going to walk up to the to my dog bed. I'm going to tell the dog place. When he gets on the dog bed, I'm going to say good, and I'll probably give him a food reward. So it goes like this. Place. Good. And the release word is break. Break. One more thing. When you say good, you don't have to give the food like at the same time. Actually, you shouldn't give the food at the same time. So you don't say good. When you say good, you mark the behavior. And then you have anywhere from half a second to 3 or 4 seconds to deliver that food reward. So let's go. Place. Good. Break. Place. Good. Break. You want to be working different angles, getting the dog used to approaching it from different angles, you know, back and forth, left, right. You want to work the diagonals. Place. Good. Break. Place. Good. Again, I'm not using dog treats. I'm using the dog's daily food. You don't have to use any food. It works just as well. But I find that pairing it with food is actually a better solution. So you do this, 2-3 days, but eventually you want to start telling the dog the command from a distance. So notice normally I'm walking up to the mat and I'm telling him place. What I want to do is now do it from a bigger distance. So this is how it looks. Right? Place. Good. Again, I don't care if the dog is sitting down, lying down. Usually the default is after a couple seconds or after a minute or two, usually they lie down. If you have a lot of kids over or you have a big party at your house, once they get on place, you can tell them to lie down because they're going to be there for a couple of hours. Notice the leash is always loose. Okay, it's very important to have a loose leash. It gives the dog the illusion that there's no leash on it. However, you can always, if it makes a bad choice, you can always give it some information. So at this stage, I don't really correct the dog. I just give it information, give it guidance. We want to be able, once the command is mastered, once we do it hundreds and hundreds of times, if it gets up, yeah, I'll give him a bigger correction. But right now, this is just the teaching phase. Right? Notice the leash is loose. Place. Good. I want to be able to walk around. Loose leash. I drop the leash. I pick it up. Doesn't mean anything. It shouldn't mean anything to the dog. See, I'm walking away. This dog should stay there until I say the word B-R-E-A-K. Break. Good. Sit. Good. So you want to do this. Yo. Place. Good. Break. Place. Loose leash. Okay. No. So what happened? The dog got off the bed. I just said no. Leash pressure, slight leash pressure, and guide your dog back. That's another reason why you want to have the leash on it. So if the dog gets off the bed, you can immediately correct it, and you have to do it immediately. You can't wait 30 seconds before you do it. It's too late at that moment. The great thing about this command is, first of all, it teaches overall calmness. It's a great household management tool. But the fantastic part about it is you're not really spending time. You're not really spending much time, because you could be watching the television, the dog is in place. You could be washing the dishes or cooking dinner, dog is in place. You could be working at the kitchen table, the dog is in place. You could be passing the vacuum cleaner. So you could be passing the vacuum cleaner and the dog is in place. That's the great part about it. And this is called duration training. Now, this video is an introduction. I'm not going to go outside right now. I'm not going to do distractions. This is just an introduction. Eventually, what you want to do is you want to start layering on the remote collar. I will do a separate video for those of you who are more advanced for remote collar plays or just remote collar commands in general. But you know what? I'll just do it real quick. Break. So again, this is not a how-to. I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm turning it on. You have to find out what the dog's working level, which is the lowest level that the dog starts feeling something. So this dog is on a 5, 6, 7. This thing goes from 0 to 100, so 6, 7, humans can't even feel that. You give this to your kids, they wouldn't feel it. So I'm just going to put this on. So what's going to happen? I'm going to do the exact same thing. Hey, sit. I'm going to do the exact same thing, except I will do it both with the leash and the remote collar. So each time I say the word place, I'm pressing the button, and as soon as the dog makes a commitment to stepping on the mat, he's in a down, but here, sit, oops, sit, Why did I drop the leash? Because I'm using such gentle pressure with my 2 fingers, and I was going so gently that the leash just slipped out of my finger. That's what I'm talking about. Everything is done very low level. You see the dog, it's a happy dog, as there's no abuse here. So I'm going to walk up, I'm going to tell it place, I will press the button. As soon as it makes a commitment to go on the dog bed, I will let go. The idea is pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off. So initially we do it at the same time with the training collar and the remote collar. So I do the pressure at the same time and I let go at the same time. See, we layer everything. Eventually I will stop using the collar and I will just switch to the remote. And notice I'm going to be doing everything along with the food. You don't have to use food, but I like to, incorporate the food into my training, but you have to know how to do it properly. So, heel. My mistake, I used the word heel because I'm so used to, when I'm taking the dog out for a walk, it's staying by my side, and when I say heel, that means we're going to go. Break. Good. This one. So every time I raise my hand, that means I'm pushing the button. And when I lower it, I let go of the button. Place. I'm on a level 6. On the mini educator, goes from 0 to 100. Humans can't feel these levels. Break. Place. Good. Notice I say the word good and then I do the reward. I don't do good. I don't do good. I say good and then food reward. Break. This way. Place. Good. Break. Place. Again, I'm working different angles. No. So the dog just got off. I gave it some information. As soon as he put any paw on this, I said no. I press the button and I guide him back onto the dog bed. So that's it. It's a very important command. In the future, I'll do more advanced videos on, e-collar work. Remember, e-collars, it's just a wireless leash. So eventually, you would just use the e-collar. You wouldn't need to use the leash. I'll just show you one quick repetition before we finish it off. Break. Place. Good. Break. Place. Good. I don't have much space here, but that's enough for all you beginners. Break. Place. Break. it's just about repetition. So I'm going to just do a quick outro. I'm Jacob from Montreal K9 Training. This is how we introduce the dogs to a place command. Please go to my website, montrealk9training.com, montrealk9training.com. That's the letter K, number 9, all one word. And follow me on social media. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, go to my Facebook page, my Instagram page. Follow me on Facebook, like me on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Montreal K9 Training, Introduction to the Place Command. Thank you.